Meditation is going within and finding out the inner structure of our being. As we go deeper within, we realize that we as a body are not the center of the universe which we want to be. The body is only a condensed form, the material form of our inner consciousness, controlled by our mind, the thoughts. But even the mind is not the center of the universe that it wants to be. Only the body follows the mind. But that's where the buck stops. Even though mind wants to be the supreme, the state of meditation makes you realize that mind is dependent on the energy from your soul, the life force that is coming out unasked in total silence. This energy is behind every single thought. No soul energy, no thoughts. No thoughts, no mind. No mind, no body. And no body, no world. So it's like a solar system where the sun is in the center, throwing its energy unasked in silence towards all the planets. So our body is a planet to the soul. Our mind is a planet to the soul. The soul is the sun for mind and the body. The meditation brings this realization. And once that happens, the flimsiness of the ego becomes alive. As a body and as a mind, we want to be the center of attention. We go to the parties, everybody is dressed up and everybody wants to be praised. Everybody wants to be admired. So when you want attention from others, you will get it as long as you are ready to return the favor. Because everybody is in the process of being the center of the universe. So the ego is based on your identification given to you by others. To be able to exist without requiring attention from the others is almost impossible for the person whose ego is at the highest level. Ego is a confused state. In the state of confusion, we have removed our center from the soul and put the body and the mind as the center. Our existence depends upon admiration from others. If any comments come from the others, it breaks your day, it ruins your day, and even night, and many months or many years. We are looking for attention from others. And all that attention, we want it to be good. If we get any negative remarks, it really disturbs us because ego has become the center. And ego is looking from others full attention, but others are in a constant change. They will give you attention as long as you are ready to give it back to them, because they also have their own agenda. They also want to be admired, appreciated. So one hand washes the other. All the religions are based on the same thing. As long as you comply to the rules and regulations and rituals set up by the religions, you are accepted. As long as you keep saying the name of Jesus, it pleases the other person, and everybody is doing the same. You are a community, and you have your own existence. If you step out of this small community and end up in a Hindu temple, Jesus will have no value, and vice versa. So all these big communities or so-called religions, which amounts to billions of people, they all are controlled by the one philosophy, where there is no chance to find out that you are not the center of the universe. But everybody creates their own micro universe and keep living within it. As long as one person likes the other and the other person likes the first one in return, life seems to be sufficient. At one time, the earth was believed to be the center of the universe, everything rotating around the sun, everything rotating around the earth. Everybody believed, and everybody was in confusion until they found out the sun is the source of everything. Sun is the center of the whole solar system. Earth is rotating around the sun, not vice versa. So these discoveries of the sun as the center of the universe was a profound change, profound realization. Ego wants to be the center of everything. So every identification we have, it keeps us going. Every circle we move around, from one circle to another, one social circle to another social circle, either in a temple or you go into the Gurudwara, you will find people to make you keep believing in what you are. You go to Gurudwara and chant certain mantras and say Sat Sri Akal. You are in it. That's good enough. You are accepted and you are happy. We don't realize that all these things are centering around one fallacy, that we are the body and we are the mind. The meditation removes these false identifications, opens up the real source of everything. That's the soul, the consciousness. The consciousness is really the center of everything. The awareness is flowing freely, the chit function of the Atma. The awareness is what creates the distance between the body and the mind and the soul. The consciousness is flowing freely within your inner psyche. With this awareness, you can realize the distance between your soul and the mind. And for the first time, a realization happens that mind and the body are nothing without this life force. Just the way Earth, even though it was believed to be the center of universe, later scientific discovery made us realize that without the sun, we are nothing. Sun is the life giver for the whole solar system. And Earth, that used to be the center of the universe, now it is just a small planet governed by the sun, existing because of the sun. Earth is like our ego. We are rotating continuously in the space around the sun. But it's almost like each planet would try to make another planet go around themselves. It's just like Earth trying to make a Jupiter its own planet. But that's not how the world operates. Earth itself does not have its own energy. And it's trying to, if it is trying to make the Jupiter go around itself, it's not going to happen, because Jupiter has its own agenda. It has its own energy and its own ambitions of life to go around the sun. So the ego is a state of confusion, but the whole world is in a state of confusion. So instead of trying to be the center of everything, drop the ego. Because at ego level, there is always a friction, there is always a fight. And what you want from others, others want the same thing from you. How long people can give you attention all the time? But we do want it. We want to be felt important. But how long you will remain important for others when others also want to be important for others? So ego is a business. One hand is washing the other. But we never realize we are living this dreamlike state for many lives. We never want to wake up. It is about time that we meditate and we realize which is really the center of us. It's our inner consciousness, the awareness, rather than the ego, which is full of friction and suffering, frustrations. It's time to change the focus of our existence back to the soul. Then only we truly will become centered. And in the center is where the peace is. It's like a wheel of a cart is going continuously At any part of the will, if you try to settle down, you're going to be in a continuous motion, except the center of the will, where there is no motion. It's total peace and total steadiness. So identification yourself with the soul will bring you to the center, to the peace. Until then, you're going to be remaining baffled, confused, continuously in the restless state at the ego level. Just like when we see the dreams, even in the dreams, we continue to be the center, continue to be trying to be in the center. All our unfulfilled ambitions or wishes or desires, we try to fulfill them at the sleep level, in the dreams level, as if the whole world is for you. We are born that way and we die that way. The human baby is the weakest baby on the planet Earth. All the animal babies, within few hours, they are running all over and they have independent existence. The human baby is the weakest baby on the planet, requiring attention of parents, surrounding family. And finally, after several years of education, that baby supposedly starts making money, make a living, and becomes independent. Until then, he is or she is totally dependent on others. So this is what creates the ego, because baby cannot do things. So the things are done for the baby. So the baby grows up thinking that he or she is the center of everything, never realizing the existence of the big universe outside. And in this ego, we want to live for the rest of the life. Human baby being weak was not all that negative, but it was positive also in a way that brought the families together. The families were created for protection of the baby. If the baby had independent existence, the families would not have been created. So this is a nature of evolution where the ego was necessary to be created, but meditation will let you evolve even further beyond the state of ego and finding out the universal existence where there are no centers. Everybody shares the universal existence perpetually in the infinite state of existence. So realize the flimsiness of the ego, confused state of ego, and come into the center where the sun is shining all the time. Have a good day.